Hello mga sisi! Welcome back to my channel. Now before we start, please don't forget to subscribe to Root and Stitch, like our videos, and if you have any questions or any requests, just leave a message on the comment box below. So today ang gagawin natin ay ang Beauty and the Beast inspired baby outfit. So mga materials na gagamitin natin today, gagamit pa rin tayo ng number 3 crochet hook, scissor, needle, and then kailangan natin 1 piece of pearl bead. Gumamit ako ng 3 shades ng yellow yarn. So gumamit ako ng sunny yellow, mustard yellow, and light yellow. Kailangan din natin ng white yarn, red, at saka green yarn. So, para sa project na ito, gumamit ako ng 3 different stitches. So, aside from chain, gumamit din ako ng single crochet at saka double crochet. So, simulan lang natin ang ating project. So, para simulan ang ating project today, gumawa ng slip knot using the sunny yellow yarn. And then, after ng slip knot, gumawa ng 100 chains. By the way, itong project na to, it can fit around 1-year-old to 2 years old. So, dahil yung closing natin sa likod, magiging siyang adjustable, pwede siyang magamit ng baby hanggang around 2 years old. So, once nagawa na natin ang ating 100 chains, magsa-start na tayo sa ating first row. Now, to start, make 2 more chains, and then starting from the 3rd chain from your hook, gumawa ng 1 double crochet on each stitch, hanggang sa dulo ng ating 100 chains. So by the end of this row, magkakaroon tayo ng 100 double crochet. So, gawin lang natin yung 100 double crochet. Now, na natapos na natin ang ating first row, simulan na natin ang ating second row. So, to start, chain 2, turn, and then make 1 double crochet on each stitch until the end of the row. So same with the second row, magkakaroon tayo ng total of 100 double crochet. Now, gagawin natin yung same pattern na yon hanggang magkaroon tayo ng total of 15 rows. At dito nga, natapos ko na yung 15 rows. So, once na natapos na natin yan, we're going to start our 16th row. So, to start, chain 2, turn, and then make this time 2 double crochet on each stitch. So, sa bawat stitch, maglalagay tayo ng 2 double crochet. So, gagawin lang natin yan hanggang marating natin yung pinaka dulo ng ating row. So, gawin lang natin yan hanggang marating natin yung ating pinakadulo. Okay? Now, once na natapos na natin yung ating 16th row, ang gagawin natin ay pagdudugtungin natin yung magkabilang dulo. So, we're going to join the two ends. And, ang gagawin lang natin, magsi-slip stitch lang tayo on top of that first double crochet. Now, magsa-start tayo sa 17th row. So, chain 2. And then, this time, maglalagay lang tayo ng 1 double crochet on each stitch. Gagawin lang natin yan sa buong row 17 hanggang marating natin yung pinakadulo. So, paikot yan hanggang makabalik tayo dun sa kabilang dulo. So, once natapos na natin yung last double crochet, ipag-join ulit natin yung dalawang end by doing a slip stitch on top of that first double crochet. So, uulitin natin tong same pattern na to hanggang marating natin yung row 23. So, once na complete na natin yung row 23, ilalak natin and then cut the excess yarn. So, to start our row 24, make a slip knot using the light yellow yarn. And then, hanapin lang natin yung pinaka-last stitch ng previous row. And then, i-slip stitch lang natin siya doon lang sa back loop ng ating previous row. So, back loop lang yan. And then, chain 2. And then, make 1 double crochet on each stitch. Only on the back loop of each stitch hanggang marating natin yung pinakadulo. So, paikot ulit, but this time, only on the back loop of the stitch. So, pag narating na natin yung pinakadulo, i-join ulit natin yung end using a slip stitch on the last or the first double crochet of the row. And then, chain 2 to start again the row 25 and then make 1 double crochet on each stitch, this time on both loops na. So, back and front loops. Gagamitin natin para dito sa row na to. So, paikot ulit and i-join ulit natin siya by the end using a slip stitch. So, gagawin natin yan hanggang marating natin yung 39th row. Now, kung gusto nyo mas mahaba, pwede pa rin kayong mag-add ng additional rows. Now, to make our 40th row, make a slip knot using the white yarn. And then, hanapin lang natin yung pinaka last stitch ng previous row. And then, slip stitch natin only on the back loop ulit of the stitch. And then chain 2. And then this time, maglalagay tayo ulit ng 2 double crochet on each stitch. Dahil yung previous row natin ay meron tayong 200 double crochet at dodoblehin ulit natin yon sa ating 40th stitch. Magkakaroon tayo ng total of 400 double crochet by the end of this row. So back loop lang tayo maglalagay ng stitch ulit at 2 double crochet on each stitch hanggang marating natin yung dulo. Pag narating na natin yung dulo, idudugtong ulit natin siya doon sa first stitch using a slip knot or slip stitch, not slip knot. Slip stitch lang natin siya doon sa top ng first double crochet of the row. And then once you're done, lock and cut the excess yarn. Now, ang gagawin naman natin ngayon ay babalikan natin yung naiwan nating front loop sa ating 17th row or sa ating 23rd row. So, this time, pwede tayong gumamit ulit nung sunny yellow na yarn or yung mustard yellow na yarn. So, make a slip knot. And then, slip stitch natin doon sa last stitch ng row 23. Doon sa front loop na natitira. And then, chain 2 natin. And then, maglalagay lang tayo doon sa front loop ng 1 double crochet on each stitch, paikot, hanggang marating natin yung dulo. And same pa rin yung total number ng double crochet for this row. Magiging 200 double crochet tayo by the end of the row. So, once na natapos na natin yung last double crochet, slip stitch natin on top of that first double crochet for the row para ma-join natin yung dalawang ends. And then, we're going to start the next row, chain 2, and then, ulitin lang natin yung same pattern. Make 1 double crochet on each stitch, and then, pagdating sa dulo, i-join natin yung ends. So, gagawin lang natin to hanggang magkaroon tayo ng total of 5 or 7 rows para doon sa front skirt. So, once na-reach na yung desired length ng ating front skirt, slip stitch ulit natin on top of that first double crochet, and then lock, and cut the excess yarn. Now, since meron tayong 200 double crochet, we're going to make a scallop using the front skirt. So, isi-stitch natin siya. Yung first, hanapin natin yung middle stitch sa unahan, and then stitch natin siyang paganyan. Ganyan, kung nakikita nyo. So, ang lalagyan nyo ng ganyang stitch ay yung ating first, 41st, 121st, and 161st stitch to create that ruffle design. Now, ang gagawin naman natin ngayon ay yung ating collar or yung ating off-shoulder. So, doon na tayo sa top. Make a slip knot using the mustard yellow yarn. And then, slip stitch natin siya doon sa pinaka first stitch sa taas. And then, chain 1. Now, you're going to make 1 single crochet on each stitch for the first 20 stitches. So, single crochet natin yan hanggang marating natin yung 20th stitch. So, pagkatapos ng 20 single crochet, mag-chain 40 tayo. Gagawa tayo ng 40 chains. Now, once na to, kumpleto na natin yung 40 chains, skip natin yung 10 stitches. So, bilang tayo ng 10. Skip natin yung 10 stitches. And then, on the next stitch, lalagay tayo ng 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 40 stitches. So, 40 single crochet yan na magkakasunod. Now, natapos na natin yung 40 single crochet. Uulitin lang natin yung ginawa natin sa kabilang part. Mag-chain 40 tayo. And then, skip 10 stitches. And then, make 1 single crochet on each stitch for the last 20 stitches. So, natapos na natin yung ating first row. To start the second row, we're going to chain 2, turn, and then make 1 single crochet on each stitch. You can either just use the back loop for this row, or if you want, you can also use just both loops. So, 1 single crochet on each stitch lang yan. Kasama yung chain natin. So, maglalagay din kayo ng 1 double crochet on each stitch doon sa chain 40. So, for both sides. And then, hanggang marating natin yung kabilang dulo. Now, pag natapos na natin yung row na yan, uulitin lang natin siya. 1 double chain 2 and then 1 double crochet on each stitch hanggang marating natin yung kabilang dulo. And then uulitin lang natin yung pattern na yon hanggang magkaroon tayo ng 6 row or marating natin yung row 6. So, chain 2, turn, then make 1 double crochet on each stitch. Now, once na complete na natin yung row 6, ilalak lang natin siya. And then, cut the excess yarn. And we're going to do the edging para sa likod. So, ipo-fold natin yung pinaka collar or yung ginawa nating pang off-shoulder and then make a slip knot using the mustard yellow yarn and then slip stitch natin yan gaya ng ginagawa ko dito. I-fold lang, i-attach natin yung pinaka collar doon sa body. So, slip stitch natin na magkasama siya and then maglalagay lang tayo ng 2 single crochet on each row. So, kung makikita nyo dito, in-attach ko yung pinaka-collar doon sa body using single crochet. So, 2 single crochet on each row. So, by doing this, gumagawa na rin tayo ng loop kung saan natin i-stitch yung ating lace mamaya. So, kung makikita nyo, itinatapat ko yung row nung collar o nung off-shoulder natin doon sa row nung body natin para magkapantay siya pag in-stitch ko. And then, gagawin lang yan na natin. Lalagyan lang natin ng 2 single crochet on each row hanggang marating natin yung kabilang side. And then, uulitin lang natin dun sa kabilang side yung pag-attach ng collar or ng off-shoulder natin sa body. Now, once na-complete na natin yung edging ng back natin, back opening natin, of course, lalak na natin siya and then cut the excess yarn. Now, gumawa lang ako ng 300 chains para sa lace, pangtali natin doon sa back para ma-close natin to. So, just make a slip knot using the mustard yellow yarn and then make 300 chains for the lace. Now, lalagyan na natin ng design yung front ng ating dress. Hanapin nyo lang yung middle stitch doon sa off-shoulder. Gaya ng ginawa natin doon sa skirt. So, stitch lang natin yung middle part using a needle. So, kung makikita nyo ginawa ko dito, i-stitch ko lang siya. Tali lang tayo. And then, lagay natin yung ating pearl. Lock lang natin to secure the stitch. And then, cut the excess yarn. Now, once na na-complete natin yan, gagawin naman natin, dahil natapos na natin yung ating dress, gagawa tayo ng choker. So, diba, napakadali lang. So, you can adjust the size by adding additional row kung gusto nyo mas mahaba, or kung gusto nyo mas malaki yung body, then just add additional chain on the foundation chains. So, to make our choker, use the green yarn, make a slip knot, and then chain 40. Now, once you're done with the 40 chains, we're going to start our first row, chain 2, turn, and then make 1 double crochet on each stitch, starting on the 3rd chain from your hook. So, 1 double crochet on each stitch lang yan hanggang marating natin yung dulo, which will give us 40 double crochet in total. Now, once na-complete na natin yung ating 40 double crochet, make a single crochet on that last stitch where you put your last double crochet. And then, chain 40, or if you want to make the lace longer, you can add additional chains. So, just for this project, I made 40 chains. So, after the 40 chains, ang gagawin lang natin isi-slip stitch natin lang pabalik yung 40 chains. So, slip stitch lang tayo pabalik. So, hanggang makarating tayo doon sa single crochet natin na stitch. Now, once na complete na yan natin, gagawin naman natin ay maglalagay tayo ng slip stitch doon sa double crochet na ginawa natin. So, on top of the double crochet, magsi-slip stitch lang tayo, pabalik, hanggang marating natin yung dulo ng 40 double crochet natin. Now, once na-complete na natin yung 40 slip stitch, gagawin ulit natin yung ginawa natin sa kabilang side. Maglalagay lang tayo ng single crochet doon sa first stitch. And then, chain 40 ulit. Gaya ng ginawa natin sa kabila, after ng chain 40, slip stitch, pabalik. And then, ilalak nyo lang and then cut the excess yarn. Now, we're going to make a flower. Simple flower lang to. Make a slip knot using the red yarn. And then, chain 5. Now, slip stitch on the first chain. and this will make your ring. So we're not going to use a magic ring, but this will be the ring. 5 chains. Okay, so chain 1 after, and then put 12 double crochet, not double crochet but single crochet inside the ring. So kung gagawin tayo ng 6 petals na flower, kailangan natin ng 12 single crochet. But if you're going to just make 5 petals na flower, that will just be 10 single crochet. So we'll just make 12 for this one, or if you want, you can make it 10. Now, once you're done with your single crochet, slip stitch lang tayo on top of that first single crochet of the row to join. And then, chain 1 and make 1 single crochet on the first stitch. And then on the next stitch, make 5 double crochet on the same stitch. So, sa second stitch natin, maglalagay tayo ng 5 double crochet. So, kailangan natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, meron na tayong 5 double crochet dyan. So, this will be our first petal. Ang gagawin lang natin, to make the second petal, on the next stitch, make a single crochet. And then, on the next stitch, we're going to make another 5 double crochet. So, uulitin lang natin yung same pattern, paikot, hanggang matapos natin yung 6 petals, or kung 10 single crochet lang ang ginawa nyo, magkakaroon kayo ng 5 petals in total. So, just follow the same pattern. Now, nakumpleto na natin yung 6 petals here. At nagawa natin yung last 5 double crochet set natin. So, what you're going to do is just slip stitch on top of that first single crochet na ginawa natin to join the ends. And then, lock and cut the excess yarn. So, meron na tayong simple flower here. So, gumawa actually ako ng bagong flower. Mas gusto ko yung 5 petals lang. And then, what you're going to do is just look for that middle part of the choker na ginawa natin, and then stitch the flower at the middle. So, yan. Natapos na natin ating project. So, nagawa na natin yung dress ni Belle. And I hope you like it. Okay, very simple and easy lang. And you can adjust the size on your own. So, please don't forget to subscribe to Root and Stitch. Like our videos. If you have any questions or requests, just leave